Well, good morning, friends. It's Tracey and Violet and Boris, or from Nova Scotia Living, or it's the next day. And Francis is way out there, too. The big grapefruit tree. Oh, anyways, it's about 6:15 in the morning now, and we got up a little after 5, did our routine, vinegar, walk, pack partial lunch. I didn't have to pack a whole lunch because the kids are going to, well, Maisie's going to Pizza Delight for lunch, and Misha's going to Subway. Had to sign permission slips. I don't know. It's like an outing, like a field trip, only it's within walking distance. So that's what they're doing. And so they just needed some snacks in there and a drink. But it's the first day of summer. It's the summer solstice. It's very exciting. I feel that shift. Yesterday, boy, it was buzzing. But I have my coffee right there. That book that I started yesterday, I didn't hardly get anywheres in it. She's still annoying to me. So I'm going to try. Usually a book like that, I could breeze through in a day for sure. But I like the first book the best out of the 4 so far. The second book was pretty good. This one, so far, I mean, I'm really just at the beginning. And then there's one more book. So, we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to have my coffee. Ooh, I'm tired. But, yeah, I don't know what I am doing today. I don't know. I don't want to say anything because then I don't want to, put too much expectation on myself and then I don't do anything. Well, gesundheit. All right, if we're coming out to catch the bus, I got him up. I did a little stuff. I did a little video thing to send to somebody specific, to Marquise and Kara and them. So that's editing now, and it's just like a short little blurb. It's the summer solstice after all. All right, the bus is here. There they go. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's supposed to be sunny all day today, which is wonderful. Alright guys, it's 8:04. I just edited a little video. My goal today is to tidy up this landing. You often see me sitting here, and this is the backdrop when I put endings on my video. Well, this is it. There's some books. There's some boxes. There's some more books. And I just want to tidy up. That TV goes to the attic. It was in Maziah's room. She doesn't want it anymore. And her DVD player. It's just discombobulated. There. This tub is some of my husband's work clothes that goes to the attic. More books. That is clothes that needs to be going through. Golden Girls DVD. More books. So I'm going to take some before pictures. Then I'm going to try to knock some of this stuff off. There's old paint supplies. Some mucklucks of my mother's. Some empty Easter eggs in that basket. I'm going to try to knock some of this stuff off before the big kids catch the bus. So it's a little more, I don't know, organized. Alright guys, I didn't get as much done as I was hoping to, but it's kind of tricky business dealing with books because I want them in a certain way. I still need to actually organize my bookshelves. But I did bring down some empty boxes and a couple things from upstairs, so I'll continue to work on that for... It shouldn't really take that long. I just want the floor clear, pretty much. And I wipe down some of the shelves. As I go over the shelves, I wipe down with the, cleaning wipes. just the parts that's exposed for now. Like, I'm not gonna do a deep dive into whatever, but yeah, that's been a couple of months worth of just cluttering up, and I don't need that. So I'm just waiting for those guys to come out, and then they'll catch the bus, and then I can go back to doing that. And yeah, I already cleaned the upstairs toilet. Like, while I get scatterbrained. I clean the upstairs toilet. I'm going to wash the bath mats in the upstairs bathroom. And I'll do the sink and sweep the floor and do the tub. But I want to do the landing too. So, yeah. My mind's being pulled all over. I got to make sure that those girls are hustling, Violet. Hustling. All right. Randall's up there hooting and hollering, but I already fed him. Maybe I'll bring something out this afternoon, but I'm not going to bring him out stuff now. All right, have a good day, children. I love you so much. You're the bee's knees. Cutest thing since sliced bread. Huh? Mally has an exam today. I think it's just those two on the bus. It's just the two of them on there. All right, walk over this way so I can take you off the leash closer to the house so I don't have to walk all the way over here to hook you up. Yeah. Don't trip me. Don't trip me. All right. All right, Violet. I FaceTime with my sister for a good half hour or so, so not sure what time it is. It's still morning time, but there's still lots of books. I do have a little pile downstairs of books I know I'm going to get rid of for sure that I'm never going to read again. So, yeah. I have a hard time getting rid of books. I really do. But these ones I know for sure. There's another one, I can't find it. And it was quite popular. I forget what maybe I got rid of it already. It was a horror one. Well, kind of a psychological horror. Oh. Thinking of Ending Things, I think it's what it's called. Yeah, if I find it, I'm not going to throw them out. I'm going to donate them to those free little libraries. But I cleared the floor. I cleared this thing. I have a garbage bag of garbage over there. I brought down empty boxes. There's my fake Randall and some of Mom's stuff there. There's my mommy playing her ukulele. Raggedy Ann and Andy. More books, but I wiped all the shelves. I use like those wipes. Everything smells fresh and clean, and it's not stacked up like in front of a whole bunch. I mean, I still don't have enough. I do have a big bookcase downstairs, like one of these, that won't fit up here. You know what would be really good? Oh, well, just a second. I switched. This is like a desk lamp. I had a little lamp on the step before, but it's almost like it's a street light. Let me just shut it off. I think it'd be cool if Freddie was up here. If I could find a little corner. Watch out, Violet. To tuck him in. Like, I don't know. I think that would be awesome. It'd be nice and creepy. I mean, my kids, they know Freddie. Like, it's no big deal. But I think that'll do instead of a lamp. And it's not quite as bright as the lamp that was there. So we always have like this, a lamp out here on at nighttime. Over here is that basket. I swear to gosh, Violet, she tries to get right in front of me. Some more books. Robert McCann, Mark Morris, Rachel Mills. Nod, that's one that you can't fall asleep or something. I don't know, I forget. Read this one. That was pretty good. Oh, you can't even see. Dean Koontz. What is this one? Michael Martin, Endgames. Anyways, there's more books here. They're more horror than anything. But I don't want to deal with that right now. Till I figure something else out. But at least that big, watch out, Boris, watch your big noggin. That big tub that was here is gone. That big laundry basket is gone. A bunch of empty boxes is gone. I swept. I wiped. Oh, and this bookcase here, this was my mom's. Those are the books I read this month, most of them, but this is an old bookshelf. I can't fill it right up because some of these shelves are held up by tacks. I need to do something better, so I don't want to put any more on there. I'm just keeping out all the books that I read this month so far, so I might try to do one of those book videos, maybe. Anyways, yeah, much better. It's never going to be minimal. I've told you guys this before umpteen times. But I like me some books, and I like to look at them. I like to buy them. I like to read them. I like to collect them, but I don't want to get out of hand. There's all these plans I plan on doing with reading. Like, I want to read The Malignant Summer by Tim Mayer this summer. Oh, let me turn my flash on. Oh, hi button. That's a horror one. Want to read that because it's like summertime-ish. Want to read Kill River. It's a trilogy. Never read them. Shutter Island by Dennis Lane. Would love to read that. The Troop was a great book. I read that. The Ruins would be a good one. Guess there's a movie about that. Never seen it. Now, whether I get to it, I don't know. But we'll see. These, I've read the first 2 books. Ghost Road Blues and Dead Man's Song. I need to read Bad Moon Rising. I think that's the 3rd book. But that's around Halloween time, so yeah. Oh, pumpkin. Then I read all the Anne Rice books. I read one of the Tim Levin one. I read Ray Garton. I do have a book of his I haven't read yet. Watch out, Violet. Clive Barker, I read The Great and Secret Show. Stephen King's The Dome. The Secret of Crickley Hall by James Herbert. It. The Stand. Swan Song. Anyways, a whole bunch of them. I've read a lot of them, but I still don't want to get rid of them. And I've read all of these. All of these. All of those. All of those. That, not those ones. Those Sherilyn Keenan ones. I haven't read any of them yet. I got them cheap. Read. I'm just trying to think. Read. Not much on that. Read one of those. Read all of this. Read one of these. Read. Read one. There's one that goes there. I read it. Read. Yeah. Read all of these, all up until there. All of those. Read. Yeah, and all of those. So I've read a lot of my books. A lot of them. I've read a lot of the horror ones too. The old horror ones. I have a bunch of John Saul ones to read that I haven't read. A bunch of Richard Lehman ones to read. And then some speckled out. I got like, I like zombie books, okay? I like apocalypse zombie ones. I have quite a few series in regards to that. Yeah. I'm 12 years old. I can't help it. I like zombie stuff. The Road by Cormac McCarthy. That's a really good one. Devil's Creek, really like that. If you like that show, Midnight Mass on Netflix, that's what it reminds me of. The Hex, that's something I don't ever plan on reading again. Very popular book. It was okay. It wasn't nearly as scary. I thought it more hilarious than anything. The only part that got really horror-y was at the very, very end. I'm not going to get rid of it because Messiah likes horror books. When she gets a little older, she could read that. It's worth the read, but it wasn't at all frightening at all to me. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, I read that. That was pretty sweet. Like, it wasn't Those Across the River. Actually, I might get rid of that. That's like a classic kind of book. I didn't really care for it a whole lot. It's a werewolf book. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as near as werewolfy as I was hoping it would be. I wanted more werewolf, but it was very scenic and stuff. Maybe I'll hold on to it for now. Yeah. Really love this book. There's another, I have 2 or 3 of her other books. I read another one that's kind of in the same world of hers. I really liked it. I think I don't know if she's Canadian or not. Rotten Ruin, Stolen Tongues. There it is. Look at that. Yeah, that one. I will rehome this one. It was good. Just the twist. I hate the twists in books have to be just right for me. That's the thing. The description in this, the actually story, right up to the very end. And I'm just like, this twist was so not dramatic. It has to be a dramatic twist. That I was just like, I read all that for nothing. Even though I really liked the book up to 95% of it. So, but I'll rehome it because I know I'm never going to read this again. Oh, down here's like more thriller. Some of them's horror. Cult books. Well, I know the flash is on. Oh, Hater's fantastic. I've only ever read one, but I have a whole series. Karen Slaughter. There's the Clan of the Cave Bear books. That was Mom's favorite series. I read all the Thomas Harris books, like the Silence of the Lambs series. Read that last year, I think it was. And then I bought the TV series. I still haven't finished watching that yet. Jack Ketchum, I've read a couple of his books. This was one of the scariest books I've ever read. 1 Second After by William R. Fortune. My flash is still on. It's about, everybody loses power. Oh, what the heck is that called? You know. Everybody loses power in North America. Like, no water, no electricity, no refrigeration, no nothing, and it goes out. And it's for a very long time. And 1 year after, so it goes... No, 1 second after was the first one. That's the first one. 1 year later is the second one, and then the final day is the third one. 1 second after. And I just couldn't imagine the things that would happen if that really happened. You know, lack of insulin, home care, nursing homes, all that stuff. And it really shook me. It did. It's nothing supernatural. Well, they say reality's more scary than fiction. And that, baby, really did it for me. I mean, I wasn't crying scared, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, that really shook. I read a Jane Harper book. It was based in Australia. For Rye, I really liked, that one. This is a collection of short stories, Halloween ones. I've read part of that book, not all of it. Dan Simmons, I'm a huge Dan Simmons fan. I read The Terror, The Summer of Night. I have Carrying Comfort that I need to read. I read A Winter Haunting and Children of the Night. But Carrying Comfort's a big book, and I will read it sometime. I just haven't read it yet. Rhonda Melfi. Kathy Koja, I have almost all her books. Kill Creek, loved it. It's a fantastic haunted house story if you like haunted houses. I bought this book. This is the second book, and I thought it was going to be as good as that. It's not quite as good. It's good, but it's not as good as that one. Jack Ketchum. Those are Apocalypse ones. This one sounds funny. The Knife Drawer. It's about a house that I'm aware of. I haven't read it. A house where the utensils and all the furniture comes alive and murders this lady's husband. You know, it'd be like Beauty and the Beast, even though it's nothing. It's not Beauty and the Beast-esque, but just, you know, how everything's alive. Everything's alive. And you know how I name everything. You know, what if everything came alive and killed my husband? That'd be terrible. But that's what this book is about. So, one of these days, Alice. And then Darcy Coates, I've read a couple of her books, which are good. That's John Skip, Zombies. It's zombie stories and resurrection. Tim Curran. Zombies, Suffer the Children was really good. I think he is Canadian, I think. It's kind of like a zombie vampire kind of book. Really liked it. Perfect Christmas horror. It just, because it happens around Christmas time. If you like that sort of thing. Just, any books that I talk about, make sure you check trigger warnings. Yeah. So thrillers and a mismatch of cult stuff. Filth by Irvin Welsh. He's the guy that did Train Spotting. You know what I mean? I want to read The Dice Man. The Road to Jonestown. It's like a... not a memoir. Kind of like a... it's all legit stuff. It's not made up. Jeff Gunn. I was very fascinated with this story when I was younger and read books about it, but I haven't read this one, so I will read it sometime. And I'll probably read this around Halloween. Don't really know what it's about, but it had a cool name, so I got it. But Bed Bugs, that's a horror one. You can imagine what that's about. So, you know, I read Pet Sematary. Great. That's more Mo Hader. Anyways, Dracula in Love, which was a bonkers book. Can't say I liked it, can't say I hated it. It was just weird and outrageous. Anyways, this is good for now. I'm going to go, I'll show you the books that I am going to get rid of. Boris, I need to do there, but I'm not doing that right now. That's a sewing kit, Oscar the Grouch, and a wooden toolbox. And Boris. Alright guys, this is what I brought downstairs besides that garbage bag. A bunch of empty boxes I'll break down and throw out and recycle next week. But there's that book. I'm thinking of ending things. This is another one, The Silent Patient. It's a very popular book. A lot of people love it, and it was good right up to the end because it was one of those dumb twists that didn't work for me. Works for a lot of people, but not for me. I'm just like, for God's sake, that guy. Marriage Lie. This was a good one. I just know I'm not going to read it again. Here's 2 of the Game of Thrones book. I know I'm never going to read it. I really love the show. I have them all except for the last season. I just know I'm never going to read it. So I've decided to give it to somebody that will. The Tipping Point, maybe. I only say that because I think I have another one of these. This is by Malcolm Gladwell. I just need to make sure. I think I have a copy of it, so I don't need 2 copies. This is by a local author. I read it. Never going to read it again, but just somebody else can. Practical Magic. I read it last year. It was okay. It's not nearly as good as what I thought it was going to be, but I'm used to the movie, not the book. Oh, just a minute. Alright guys, I'm downtown, just in my little village. There's a free little library over there. I'm going to bring that box. There was just one more book in there I didn't show you, Revival by Stephen King. I've never read it. I don't think I'll ever probably read it. If I read Stephen King, like big books, I usually do audio and book, and I don't really know even what that story is, so I'm just going to pass it along. Alright, memory of John Frederick White Jr., January 03, 54 to August 28, 2020. Book exchange. So I put my books here and there, and it's this cute little house that you latch here. Oh, get my box. And that thing right there, isn't that cute? Ooh. Well, hey friends, I haven't chatted back in a while. It's 1:43. I've just been lounging and cleaning. I cleaned the kitchen. Sorry I didn't bring you along. I was just in one of those fits of cleaning. So I'm just going to make some supper now. And then I'm going to go take these guys for a short walk and then wait for the kids. This won't take very long. Or maybe I'll take them for a walk after because there won't be a whole lot of time. This is hamburger I cooked, not yesterday, the day before. And it was just scrambled hamburger. I think I seasoned it with salt and pepper and garlic powder. I'm going to warm it up with some tomato sauce, and I'm making like a goulash. I have a little bit of macaroni left, and I have a little bit of the twisty noodles left. So I want to use up this, and hopefully this burner will work. It might not work. Feels warmer. We'll see. It's already cooked anyways. I just want to warm up the sauce and meat together. Bob is in the dishwasher. I'm looking for Betty. Just to make sure it crumbles up good. Oh, there's onions in here too. So I just need to add the sauce and warm it up. I added some salt to this water. This isn't a very big hole. That was the macaroni. This is the twisty noodles. I don't want to, maybe not add all of it, just because I'll just throw the little bit that's left in here into spaghetti or something, whatever I make next time I make goulash. It's just, I know it would be too much for this. I like an even balance between the meat and the sauce and noodles and stuff like that. So I did throw some salt in the water of the pasta. I really want to get outside. It's nice and sunny and hot out there. If I can get out there for a little bit. First day of summer and all. This is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's warm, but it's not hot. I'm telling you, when I can get that stove out of the shop that we have, it's a flat top one, I'm going to have to switch it. I'm going to have to switch it because I can't be dealing with this all the time. But, yeah, for now. At least for now, if this doesn't work, once that's done, I can put that over there and warm it up. I'm going to go get the pasta sauce just a minute. All right, I got 2 roasted garlic and herbs, both of them. And if I can get my can opener to work properly, I'm just going to dump it in there and wait till that burner is free. I know I have the little burners, but I like using the big burners. Don't really use the little burners very much. Oh, gosh, this can opener, I'm telling you. All right. I'm going to add that to it. I think they had goulash last week at some point, but that's all right. Now, I don't have to pack lunches anymore this week. And I think this is pretty much the last week of school. I think. And then, I think, there's nothing more. Let me just double check on the calendar. I hope to heck it's the last day. I think they're done this week. And then they go back to the 28th or 29th? I don't know. Let me just see. School elementary, the 28th. And then no school for students, the 29th. I don't know for sure. But this is the last full week of school. I didn't have to pack a lunch today because Maze is going to Pizza Delight. Misha's going to Subway. And then tomorrow, all the kids are having a meal there. I'm assuming it's probably pizza, maybe. I don't know. The school's providing the lunch. Friday is like a sports day where they do all the sports and stuff like that. And they're going to have hot lunch there. And then it's the weekend. And then I don't think there's anything next week. Except on the 29th, they have to pick up their report cards. I gotta double check that because it doesn't say on the calendar. Maybe it's wishful thinking. I just can't wait to just be home. We'll probably take the first week to just relax and just be a family. By that time, I'll probably want to get moving. But Misha and Maze have day camp and a basketball camp. Maziah's got a job for the summer. She's working at one of the camps as one of the counselors, which is awesome. Mally's going to be doing a few things, and then the rest of the time, I'm hoping that we can be down to the lake, at least just being organic about things if possible. Mally's putting her resume out to stuff. She hasn't done it yet, but she wants a job. The job that Maziah is doing is like a student job, so it's probably not like high paying. This burner is not friggin' working. It's warm, but it's not hot. But Mally wants a job. So we're gonna look at getting that done. And yeah, just a different schedule. Once you do a schedule for a long time, you feel like, oh my god, when is it ever going to end? And I've gotten so used to the kids being home over the big COVID. I wish it could be like that all the time. Not COVID, but just being at home with all my family. Medea and Marquise included if possible, but it's not possible. So anyways, I'm just going to wait for that to be done. I'm going to strain it and then we'll warm up the sauce. And then, well, maybe I'll warm up the sauce when the kids get home because that won't take too long. Then I can mix it together and that way we can be outside longer. So I'll be back. Right, it's 2:01. I have the pasta straining, listening to 1920s music, Great Gatsby era, you know what I mean? I'm going to warm that up, throw the pasta in there, and mix it up. So I'll bring it back when that's all done. Alright, I paused the music. I don't know if I'd get copyrighted for that, but this is bubbling. So make sure I get out all the pasta. Mix it up and supper is done. Baby, then we'll go out. Boris and Violet are right here waiting to go out. I do have some Parmesan cheese in the fridge that they can put on top of this. I just need to make sure it gets mixed up good. It's on high right now, but I'm going to take it right off the heat once I get it all mixed up. And goulash is a go-to when you don't You know, the kids will eat it, is what I'm saying. They'll just eat it and be done with it. Some of them go into a coma. Not really, but you know what I mean? It's pasta. What do you expect? Yeah, that's good. I'm going to take it right off because I don't want it sticking to the bottom, but I'll get you up close. All right. Easy. It's off the heat. It's nice and hot. I'm going to just stick it in the oven so it's out of sight. And it's easy. Something like this, you can heat it up in the microwave. I can heat it up in the pan. Whatever. It's not a big deal. But it's all done. Excellent. Whew. Well, I'm outside now. I took my thing off. These guys are looking at me like, are we going for a walk? We will go for a walk after. I promise. Randall. There's Randall sitting way up there on the tree. I don't know if you can see him. I gave you peanuts this morning. I'll bring something out in a bit. I just got out here. It's not like he'd come down while I'm out here anyways. But that stuff is done, which is great. I'm going to pull my pant leg up because I got some sexy legs. And I didn't even bring my book out. I haven't read a page in a book today, which is the first time in like 2 weeks. All right. There's a bunch of them out there now. And Herbie just flew by. I'm going to have to go get something. Just a minute. All right. I brought him out some more peanuts. Oh, I need to wait for my bread to get old so I can bring that out. But anyways, he's gone now. They'll come back in a bit. I know they will. They stood out there until I came out with the stuff. Then they flew, and then they'll come back after. That's their routine, honestly. But it is warm out today. I have my bare feet on the ground. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to let my mind rest and just breathe in the air, listen to the noises of nature, and yeah, recharge a bit. I think there's a beautiful flower, an orange one there. I'll walk over to it. I'll walk over to it after. But yeah, everybody's still gone. It's just me and Violet and Boris, and being a middle-aged woman in Nova Scotia, enjoying the nature. All right, Randall is back, and he was just signaling to his friends, and I'm not going into the house till I'm ready to go into the house, so he can either come down and eat his goodies over there, or not. Wait till we go in. But those guys are sitting in the shade, maxing and relaxing, and I'm just waiting on the bus. All right, I think I hear the bus. Those guys are over there playing. Hey, what are you doing? Violet's up on his back. Ooh, baby. Will my legs be at least red after? I don't know. Oh, there's a little feather. Oh, boy. Happy solstice, everybody. Oh, Maze has a sweater on. It's kind of too hot for a sweater right now. How was school? Violet and Boris. How was school, bud? How was school, Mish? Good? Good. What did you get at Subway?
They had one type of pop, 7-Up.
Oh, just 7-Up? Okay. What kind of sub did you get?
Well, there was spinach and hot sauce and mustard and lettuce and you know.
Is that what you asked to have on it?
And hot peppers and stuff. Yeah.
Spinach, hot sauce, hot peppers.
Stuff.
Lettuce and turkey?
And turkey, yeah.
Okay. How was your pizza delight?
Good. And
That's good.
at Subway, there's one thing, like, where you can get pop at, except there's a screen and you get to pick which pop and if you want water or sparkling water, you know?
Oh, did you make a swamp water?
I was not allowed to.
Oh,
Because
jeez.
you have to press a bunch of buttons.
Oh, and it would overflow.
No, and the teacher did it, so I don't think she would want to go off and on and on and on, you know?
Oh, please.
NT.
She seems pretty cool. She probably would have did it.
No, it's Miss McNally.
Oh.
She came too.
Oh. Okay. All right, those fellas are hangry, so there's the first bowl. Look at Boris has his sexy legs on again. All right, guys, it's 6:33. The kids all had goulash. Here's some pork fat cut up. A pot of potatoes. My husband's going to do boiled fish. He's going to get it out of the bag and I'll show you. Yeah. Also, he has a bowl here with white onion and white vinegar and white onion with apple cider vinegar. He eats with it. And this is haddock. Do you remember the Kids in the Hall song, Fish Heads?
Oh my God, no.
How many were there?
4.
4. They're good size, are they? Or are they small?
Small.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so he's going to take this pot, Harriet pot of fish out and boil it outside. He's going to fry up the pork fat, have some potatoes, onions, and vinegar. And, I don't know, it's a comfort food for him. I gotta check that pot of potatoes. So we're outside now. We've lost the sun. Misha's here. It's still warm out. Randall's hooting and hollering over there. My husband's boiling that fish over that cooker outside. So I'm keeping my distance. So Misha picked some of our wild strawberries we have in our yard. It's not a whole lot, but she gets them every year. Well, hey friends, it's Tracy from another day. I'm just putting an ending on this video. Yeah, that was a good day. My husband really likes boiled fish with potatoes and onions and stuff like that, so we did that up. The kids gobbled up that goulash, of course, because, you know, it's easy, it's simple, it's like an automatic. Okay, well, I don't feel like cooking. We'll whip this up, and it's something that they'll eat. Yeah, and those little wild strawberries, the kids always go pick them. They don't last very long, and they're only teeny tiny, but they just grow free in our yard, so that's pretty cool. But I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay, guys, with that, I'm going to say have a good night, or have a good morning, and I will. See you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.